welcome, I'm DDF Racer, and today we're going to be starting something completely brand new on the channel. Well, I mean, I say it's completely brand new. It's a brand new series with brand new people that I've never raced with before, so I do want to make a good impression. I want to actually do alright today. I don't want to embarrass myself and make a fool of myself like I have done many times with many other series. Now, today we're doing a 2-hour solo GT3 mini enduro race. Now, for those of you who were here at the start of the channel, right at the start of the channel 5 years ago, when I first started doing streaming seriously and online racing seriously, after I'd played around with AI and R-Factor 2 for like a year or so and decided to go online and race with other people and get absolutely humiliated, I took part in a series called the Virtual Le Mans Cup, or the VLMC, over in R-Factor 2. It was like a feeder series, a mini series for the Virtual Endurance Championship, which is, it's one of the best things I've ever done on the channel, and I loved it, and I've been trying to get back to something like that ever since, now that I'm a bit more familiar with just sim racing in general, and just racing and just how it all works in general, strategy, and I'm not a rookie basically, and I'm not a noob anymore. Yeah, and that's what I'm doing. Premier Endurance League Australia. Premier Endurance League GT3 Australia series in iRacing. Obviously the name gives it away, it's a GT3 racing series. 7 rounds taking part over the course of the next 5 months, so it should take us all the way until the, I think the 1st or 2nd week of December. And we have a 2.5k iRating cap in effect, and a maximum grid size of 60 cars, 60, and we have 59 signed up for the first race today here. So, at Navarra, which is a very tight and twisty circuit, by the way, it's not exactly the most suitable circuit, I would say, to put 60 cars on, but that's what we're doing. It's going to be crazy. I think I've worked it out as, if every car on the track is spaced equally, we're going to have about a 1.5 second, maybe like a 1.6 second gap between us all. Now, 10 short for that one, Aiden, 10 short for that one, mate, but no, I'm really looking forward to this. So practice is going to start, the server's going to kick off in about 3 minutes time. Then we have, I think it's 35 minutes of practice, 20 minutes of not solo qualifying, public qualifying, so everybody out on track at the same time. And it's a very tight and twisty circuit, so qualifying is going to be very important, but there's also going to be, like I said, 59 cars on track if everybody turns up who's registered. So it's going to be very difficult to find a lap in the time when you need to find one the most. And then the race, we got like a 5-minute warm-up / driver briefing or whatever it is, and then we're going straight into a 2-hour race. Full damage, full tyre wear, and limited fuel capacity to, I think it was 65% of the tank. So in my Ford Mustang, that limits me to 70 litres. By my calculations, we need 190 litres for the race, so definitely 2 stops. But with the safety cars, with everything that's happening, we could have some interesting strategies on play here. Full weather is in effect. Thank you, George. Yeah, I'm gonna do what I can. I'm not gonna push too hard, because the Ford Mustang in iRacing is definitely a car that it doesn't reward overdriving. It's got such a fine, narrow window of grip, and if you push beyond it and slide, you lose time. And then that also overheats the tyres, which costs way more time. Anyway, server's gonna go live any minute now, so let's switch it over to iRacing, shall we? But yeah, we're racing over the course of the season. We're racing at, in fact, I'll show you right now. So, sessions coming up. The Mustang hates the rain as well. Well, I mean, hopefully it should balance it out then, Mark, because I love the rain. So yeah, Navarra today, and then we have Misano on August the 11th. Then we have Oschersleben on September the 22nd. We have Belle Isle, Detroit on October the 20th. Portimao, aka Algarve International Circuit, on November the 3rd. Manicourt in France on December the 1st. And then to round out the season on, December the 15th, Watkins Glen. I've seen a few series end the season at Watkins Glen. I don't know what it is about that. Is it just is it like the Formula 1 equivalent of Adelaide back in the 90s? You had to finish the season at Adelaide, you know. Hey, Sean! Good to see you. Get the coffee down, yeah. Cameron Asquith, yes, it is Navarra in Spain. So, I mean, maybe there'll be some red wine on offer at the end of the session, but I don't know. We'll see how we go. I'm not... yeah. It's definitely nothing before that. So let's select my car, Ford Mustang GT3. The session is pending, so we're going to join that any moment. So cloud cover for the race is, well, it's kind of going to be light to overcast. Chance of rain, none. Track temperature around about 22, so 26. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. So let's just double check the forecast. You can see that, okay, so the temperature is going to drop throughout the race, which is great, because, yeah, hot tyres. Yeah, Hayden. Now, there's a band I haven't heard of for years. Mate, blast from the past there. So, yeah, practice is taking place at the gap for qualifying, and there's the race. So, yeah, race is 2 hours, and no chance of rain. The cloud is... Let's have a look. The cloud cover is increasing through qualifying. I mean, it shouldn't make a difference, but yeah, it's kind of very consistent throughout the course of the race. So that's what we're dealing with. So, why does it change my car again? Can I select my car? Ford Mustang GT3. It's still pending. The server is still loading. iRacing takes a couple of minutes to come up sometimes. But yeah, as you can see from the circuit map there on the top right, it's a very angular looking circuit. There are a lot of hairpins. There's like a couple of fast sweepers. Like turn 1, 2 and 3 are horrible. I hate them. It's so easy to lose the car. It's kind of... Turn 1 is flat, and then turn 2 is kind of this awkward deceleration braking zone, but you can't get too heavy on the brakes because the rear swings round and you completely miss turn 3. But turn 3 is super tight, so you have to be really slow. It's so clumsy, it's so awkward, especially in the Ford Mustang, which is... It's just a clumsy car to drive. Okay. Oh, here we go. Server is live now, Aiden, so that's good. We are registered. So let's just wait for every few seconds for it to switch over to join. I am going to... Before I forget today, because it is going to be rather hot and sweaty, even though it's the middle of summer in Brisbane. It's going to be getting down to 6 degrees overnight today in Australia, in Brisbane no less. Arctic breeze coming through. Still going to put my aircon on, which is not switched on. Bear with me 1 second. Come on. There we go, it's on. We have aircon, because over the course of the 2 hours it is going to get very, very sweaty. Hey! Richard Mayer is actually racing in this one today. Richard of Sud Speed fame. He's not race control, as he has been in the LMP2 league that I've been racing in. He's actually driving in his Sud Speed Porsche. So you've got to keep an eye out for the bright pink Porsche at some point today, because no doubt we're very close on pace. Especially on a race stint. It's winter over here, Aiden. That's why it's 6 degrees, mate. We're in the middle of winter. And trust me, it is getting pretty cold. And you think, oh, 7 degrees isn't bad, just put the heating on. Houses aren't insulated over here, mate. Ah, okay. Richard's in the Corvette. Chris Ruddle in the other Sud Speed is in the Porsche. Is the Corvette bright pink? I haven't actually seen the scheme for that yet. Let's have a scroll down. Oh, I mean, my livery doesn't come up for some reason like that. So where's Chris? Chris Ruddle is not registered yet. Richard Mayer is in a blue Chevy Corvette. Is it blue? No, that's just the default paint scheme. It's not loaded your custom paint for that one. It is bright pink. Okay, so keep an eye out for the bright pink cars, because they're going to be an absolute menace today. Nah, good drivers. I'm really looking forward to this. There is a vote in chat, by the way, going on up above. You can vote on where you think I'm going to finish in the race. Did I say it was Brisbane summer? It's Brisbane winter. Sorry. Sorry. It is Brisbane winter. I'm getting all confused. But yeah, there's a vote going on in chat up right now. You can vote on where you think I'm going to finish, where you think I'm going to end up at the checkered flag. Top 10 would be incredible, but highly unlikely on debut. But then I don't really know where I am compared to other people on the grid, because I've never raced with them before. And I really want to make a good impression with these people as well. Don't want to make a fool of myself too early on in the game. But yeah, top 10. I can do P11 to P25, P26 to P40, or the last option is worse than P40 because, yeah, there's going to be like nearly 60 cars racing today. So, it's P25 to P25 to P40. We'll see how we go. Anyway, we are now in the session. Let's switch it over. Let's go and get some practice laps on the board because there's not much time. We've got 35 minutes of practice, 20 minutes of qualifying, 5 minutes warm-up, and a 2-hour race. Let's go! And I do want to say as well, this is actually my first race, or first stream, or first video, first anything with the brand new CPU that I've got. I've been having some technical difficulties recently, frame stutters and just general, I've been losing a bit of performance across various games, so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna bite the bullet and just upgrade because it's long overdue. So I'm now running a Ryzen 7 5800 XD. Is it 5800 or 3800? It's the more recent one. Okay, anyway, time to get going. Let's get some practice on the board, no time like the present. So this will be an interesting test of how it all goes. And I want to say thank you very much for tuning in. It is great to have you here, as always. Let me just check everything is in the right place. Yep, all my overlays are in the right place. That's good. Lovely. Heading out on track for the first time. Premier Endurance League.
All clear on pit exit.
Kind of cloudy at the moment. So hopefully the stream should be a lot smoother today. Significantly less stutters. It's no guarantee that I'm actually going to drive any better, but it should be smoother to watch at least. Able to maintain a solid 90 frames a second in this Rift CV1. Whereas previously it was dipping down to 45 with the ASW asynchronous time warp kicking in.
Check.
Loud and clear, mate. You got me too?
Gotcha, Beanie. You're all good, mate.
It's a very stop-start kind of circuit here. Pretty much every corner is like second gear, 90 degree or more. It's so hard to get into a flow, but at least there's not too much life being taken out of the tyres. It's not as high-speed sweepers and all that going on. It's very narrow as well, Aidan. Are you familiar with this circuit at all? Have you driven it? Right, let's do a proper lap, and let's take turn 1, 2 and 3 at racing speed, and I'll show you how absolutely sketch it is. So this is flat. You brake just at the tarmac transition here. Fourth lift off. And then you got to get back on the brakes after the car is like rotated through too. Really keep it nice and tight. It's so easy to lose the rear. So easy, and I imagine many people will do that throughout the course of the race. That is definitely going to be the problem corner for many people. Hopefully not myself. But this one's tricky as well. It's like a tightening radius, which then you have to switch back immediately to the other direction. So it's just, again, awkward and clumsy. This is kind of downhill, off camber. Hard to get a fast, slow in, fast out.
Can I get a radio check, please, guys? That's loud and clear, lethal.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Then this is a lot tighter than you think. It's so easy to lose the rear on this left as well. Can't get the right hand tyres on the curbs on the turn-in because it just loses grip so easily. It's got to be so patient. So patient. And then this, you're swinging out to the right, but you want to get back to the left. And again, it's like uphill, kind of cambered, but it's so tricky to get back onto the power again. What's it going to be? First lap on the board. 1.3 off the pace. P10. It's not too bad. Right, let's focus a bit more on this lap. I am running a full tank. Well, as much fuel as I can fit in it, just to get used to how it handles for the race, because that's where I'm going to be doing the majority of my driving today. And I'll do some quali practice at the end of the session on a lower fuel load. That's a safety car doing a practice run. Toyota GR86, I think, is the safety car. It's not the
this lap for Alan 140.64.
It's not the automatic safety car you get in iRacing. It's a manually deployed, human-driven safety car we're using today, which should add a nice little flair to the race. If we see it.
140.13.
It's bright yellow, so I don't think we're going to miss it anywhere. No, I think they want more control over it, Maiden. It did a pretty good job in the LMP2 Suit Speed series, but this is the way that Premier Endurance League run it, so don't knock it till you try it, see how it goes.
Session, you're now 1.0 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.48 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.2 off the pace.
Ooh, bit wide there.
Sector 3 is 0.30 off the pace. That lap was at 141.13.
If you get on the dirty stuff, you just lose all your ability to turn in. If you try and compensate and brake harder, that's when the rear goes around.
Working, Mr. Hallinan. Good to see you again, my friend.
Thanks, sir.
I will say I'm getting extremely good vibes from this league. Like, everyone seems very happy to be here. Everyone seems to be quite pleasant. Quite chill. It's not like esports kind of, you know, ruthlessness, cutthroat. I'm sure there will be in the race, but everyone just seems very happy to chat to each other.
Cool temperatures, mate. Cool.
We do one more lap on full fuel and do a practice pit stop and then retire to the pits. Take some fuel out, fresh set of tyres, and see what it's got on quali pace. So enjoy the sound of the Ford Mustang GT3. Oh, first couple of laps, JK, more like the whole race is going to be congested, especially as soon as traffic starts coming into it as well.
P11.
Copy. No. Thank you.
Ooh.
Mic check. Yeah, mate, that's working alright there, John.
And once you get the rears overheated as well, so hard to bring them back down.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
Takes like 2 or 3 laps to get back to normality on the tyres. From my experience in practice, at least anyway. It's like up to a second a lap slower as well. You just slide around. Careful not to use too much braking and trigger that ABS. Bit of trail braking there through the slower speed stuff.
2 is 0.27 off the pace.
Too much curb on the inside. You don't want to hit that sausage on the inside of that one, because then that just puts it up on 2 wheels, and you lose, well, half your contact patch. Overtaking is going to be very tricky here. It is punch a waterfall.
Increasing. It's now 47 Celsius. P13. That puts you 1.5 seconds off the pace. Sectors 1 and 3 are 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.27 off the pace. That was a 141.62. 20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left.
Track temperature just skyrocketed. Wow! Went up like 20 degrees or something. That can't be right, surely.
Sector 1 is 0.39 off the pace.
Yeah, punch a waterfall. This is a Ford Mustang GT3, as voted for on the DDF Racer Community YouTube section. Hey, Dad. So you guys voted for this. That's why I'm driving it.
Yep, that's working, Chris.
If I'd have known what it was going to be like before I drove it, I probably wouldn't be driving it.
Sector 2 is 0.48 off the pace.
Bit wide there. Yeah, it doesn't like the curbs. Even the flat ones, it's very unsettled over the curbs, this Mustang. Hey, Dad! Alright, gonna box in this lap. Take some fuel out and do some quali runs. Unless I'm like 3 tenths up.
Off the pace. Sectors 2 and 3
I can have a good couple of first sectors.
Off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.39 off the pace. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. You've just done a 141.45.
If I can get into the 140s, I'm not going to abandon that.
Sector 1 is 0.47 off the pace.
Use a short shift there to help with the traction. Neck and neck with the best time so far.
What is that? What's here? What are you talking about? In the room to listen to a particular podcast and someone was saying can't wait to drive the Mustang.
There's a bit of a battle up ahead here.
That episode's been deleted. I wouldn't drive it either.
See if we can get some side-by-side practice in here, and then I'll come in and do some quali runs. But yeah, 16 minutes left in the practice to go. Not much time to get a feel for it.
0.5 off the leader's pace. Sector 1 is 0.47 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.30 off
Whoa.
the pace. Sector 3 is 0.8 off the pace. Your lap time was 141.6.
Yeah, I'm just going to call it there, I think. Round it goes. That's how easy it is to loop this thing. Whew. Why's motion blur turned on? I didn't get turned on. It's all fuzzy. And it's killing my frames in the replay. That's
Made the list.
That's how easy it is to go round. Okay, well, let's go into the garage. Let's get some fuel out of this thing and let's see what it can do on low fuel.
Fastest lap for Woods, 139.87.
So I reckon
Yeah, right.
2.6 litres a lap, so 10 for let's put 16 in. Let's try 16 litres, because it does take a lap or two for the tyres to come up to temperature and get in the optimal pressures. So I don't want to be peaking too early.
Probably going to need a bit of etiquette for pit entry tonight, I think.
Austin Power style.
From the left to the right, I am pitting. I do not
There's a car
surrender on
approaching.
my right.
Don't cross the white line. Watch your mirrors. 16th place.
We got... Oi!
Okay, Dan, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Got the fencings in here as well.
Validate this lap.
Right side. Clear right. Right side. Clear. Clear to the right.
Wow, that was a fiery pit exit. People blocking the track.
Left. That's 15 minutes.
And heaps of traffic coming. Better get out of the way of that. Hey, T8!
The guy in front has just done a 141.48.
Bump down to P16 now. Ooh, yeah. Slippy on the rear still. Those pressures aren't up.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 49 Celsius.
Wow! Stinking hot track. No, Rangy. CPU and GPU hasn't been working on SimHub for a while, mate. That data wasn't available in SimHub for some reason. Something changed in an update, but it just says null. So, yeah, I haven't been running that for ages, mate. Months.
That's it.
Yeah, it's working, Jamie.
Thanks, appreciate it. How about me, Jimmy?
Oh, bro. I can hear you loud and clear.
Alright, let's do a quali run.
Yeah, evening all, and mic check obviously.
Hello, Gretchy. Can hear you loud and clear also.
Yes, mate.
P17.
Back.
Good to have you back, mate.
Be sure to check the seating, Jimmy. Yeah. Let's not talk about fuel, just to concentrate on driving.
This is a league indeed, T8. Premier Endurance League. GT3 Australia, to be specific.
Yep, got you, Nick. All good, man.
You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1.
Richard put me onto these from Suit Speed, actually.
And, that's working, mate. Yep.
There's definitely more time in it on low fuel, obviously.
Mic check, Jimmy.
Got you, Ronald.
The guy behind has just done a 141.14.
Who's this Mike fella you guys are talking about?
Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
Brother of yours, is he? Just a customer.
Popular tonight.
Okay, so that's 2/10 up, but I know there's a lot more in it than that. That jumps me from P17 to
13.
P13. Okay, that's good.
Your quickest today. You're now 1.0 seconds off the pace. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 is 2/10 off the pace. That lap was at 140.88.
Maybe a little bit more front bias might help. But in my practice sessions so far, it's usually been the second lap on my quali runs that have been the fastest,
2/10 off the pace.
once the tyre pressures are up. So we'll see how we go here.
Tom, the Italians will not be happy with you stepping out of the Ferrari for that.
There's nothing more Italian than switching sides, mate.
Hey, Chiba! That's another half second up. Good.
Can I get a radio check, please?
Yeah, it's working, mate.
Thank you.
Alright, so that's going to be a 140.3. That's going to bump me from 14th to 4th.
Good lap.
Okay.
Quickest so far.
Wow, okay.
Off the pace in sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.25 off the pace. You're a 10th off the pace in sector 3. Alright, Dan, you've got half your fuel left.
But this, reminder, this is Quali run, by the way.
10 minutes.
This is Quali pace, this isn't race pace. I don't know what other people are doing in the session. And I'm immediately bumped down to 5th.
Sector 1 is 0.38 off the pace.
Packers, I was just saying, you look like you're in form, and then you do that at turn 1. I think I was just more confused by the time I did.
I think it should be maybe another 10th or 2 in it. Ooh, not with that though. On a perfect lap, I reckon. With these track temps, might be able to squeak a 139 with a perfect lap, like I said.
Sector 2 is a second off the pace.
The track temps come down, people will be in the 138s easy. Hey, Kieran! Let that guy go through.
Car right, clear to the right.
Let Dino through.
Count. You've cut the track.
Oh, I found the same as well, Terje. I really gotta focus on iRacing. Oh, Kieran, that's good to hear, mate. I'm glad I can inspire you and I've not put you off. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Good to see you making one live.
Okay, 139.84. Yellow flag, 6th place.
No idea what to expect in this series.
Coming through this
Yeah. Sector 1 is 0.35 off the pace.
Oh, big wiggle then.
Working, bro.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, Terje.
Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say what?
You can't park this, Dan.
Yellow flag.
Practice pit stop this lap, because I haven't got enough fuel to do another one after this, and this isn't going to make it on the Delta, so... Oh, I hope so, Chiba.
Sector 2 is a second off the pace.
The format of the race is great. I've been wanting to do something like this for a long time. It's the very first thing I did on the channel 5 years ago. This format of race.
Radio check. Go ahead, Adam.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
Very tight pit entry there.
3, 2,
Where's my box? Here we go.
box now.
Nice. Alright. 6 minutes going in the session, so let's click practice and let's get back out there again. No mandatory pit stop. So yeah, they haven't got a safety car.
You've got 2 minutes of fuel remaining.
They haven't got a safety car scheduled, and there isn't a mandatory stop either. Fuel is limited to 65%
There's traffic behind.
over the
Watch
tank.
your mirrors. Track limits.
Yeah, fuel is limited to 65%, so that's 70 litres in this Mustang. Safety car is human driven, 2-hour race, 1 fast repair, no incident point limit, so you don't get drive-thrus and stuff for 1Xs and things. You do get pinged slowdowns, of course. Rolling start. JK? And in the standings, you can see people have got C and E in brackets next to their name. What that basically means is Challenger or Elite. Challenger being the AM class, effectively, and Elite being Pro class.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 47 Celsius.
So there are two classes in this race, and points are scored in exactly the same way as IMSA point schedule, which I don't know off the top of my head. You can make any race.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
You can make any race on one tank Turrier if you like drive at 40k. No, I'm gonna have to make 2 stops in this for fuel, and maybe tyres as well. I believe so, oh, I didn't put any fuel in. It didn't refuel. 7 rounds, DT. Seven rounds, DT. Did it not automatically refuel it back up again? And now my setup page is greyed out. What's going on there? Hang on. Right, that's better. So 16 degrees, done. Okay, lovely. Hey, Colin! 7 rounds in the Championship DT.
Fastest lap for Woods, 139.
On average, 1 every 3 weeks, but it depends on... Yeah, it depends on the schedule. Sometimes, like, the next race is in 2 weeks, but then after that...
Stay behind the white line, 7th position.
After that, there's like a 4-week gap, so it's a bit inconsistent, the schedule, but on average, a race every 3 weeks.
Comms check, please.
It's working, mate.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Boggy! Yep, there's 59 cars registered, mate. So we are still missing a few people, or maybe people haven't set times yet. The maximum you can host is 60, and there's 59 registered, so we'll see how we go. I think they have to keep the final spot free for the safety car.
Sorry, I got it. You're up, mate.
Left side, clear left.
Radio check.
She's working, Maddie.
Mark.
Flamingo, Tuba.
I said Maddie.
Sector 2 telling is good.
Maddie. You're all good, Maddie. And Marty.
You're good teaching.
Summer break is in December. Terrier over here for Christmas.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Oh, the last race, Colin, being... Was it Bulk-Brogan?
Celsius.
Bulk-Brogan Zimmerler race, was it? Yeah, that was a shocker, that.
Behind has just done a 140.38. Yellow flag, watch out.
Oh, we're going to get 1 lap. Cross the line with exactly 140 to go. Lovely. Yeah, it spills over into January too. That's right, JK. No, I'm not. The rear couldn't live with it.
Please, Dan.
The rear couldn't live with it, so I'm going to call it back to the pits and give that a break, because... yeah.
Car in front has just done a 140.26.
Let's see what's going on with the settings in the replay.
Right, I'm in. How long to qualify?
Options, garage, replay.
1 minute.
I'm going to win.
I would hope so.
Maybe that's better. Oh, it depends on the workplace, hey, Grilled. Some people offer more than others. Some people have more available than others. Some people force mandatory leave as well. Basically saying you have to take leave over Christmas, and then that comes out of the allocation whether you like it or not. Yeah, up in Queensland, Grilled. up in sunny Brisbane. And that is pretty much the end of the practice session. So qualifying is going to be coming up next, and qualifying is going to be absolutely critical. Thank you, Vidya. Is the Ford tough on the brakes? It's... I'm not too sure. I haven't driven it that much at any other circuits than Navarra. I've done a few laps here and there to get used to it. This is the first... You know, I've never driven the Ford before this series. I haven't really driven GT3 and iRacing for a long time either. So this is all relatively new to me. But the Ford, I don't know if it's consistent across all GT3s, but it does have a tendency to break loose on the rear quite easily, to be honest. Right, qualifying is starting. We finished the practice session in 8th place, which is actually a lot higher than I thought, it was going to be, to be honest. Alright. Let's go! Need to find a space on track.
You're all clear. Stay behind the line. Yellow flag. Caution. Okay, Dan. We've got 19 minutes to do the business.
It's going to be a busy old track here in Quali. Yeah, it's going to be crazy, isn't it, Sean? So many cars.
Peak hour traffic. That's it is in the high country.
Everyone's going to have to find their own space and not run into each other.
Increasing. It's now 42
I've never
Celsius.
seen so many cars.
I don't think that'd go down well too, Colin. If I can't find a space, make one. I mean, I get the sentiment, but yeah, it's my first race with these guys. I want to make a good impression. I don't want people to come in and go, "Oh, he's a streamer, he's an idiot." I mean, you see someone on the internet, you don't know who they are. I mean, I've been doing this for years now, so you guys have got a pretty good idea of who I am and how I approach things, and these guys don't. I don't know anybody. I mean, there's a few people I know. There's Fenson's in here. I think Vinny Newen is in here as well. Richard Mayer is in here. There's a few familiar names, but the vast majority of people, I've got no idea who they are, how they race.
Thank you.
And now let's find a gap. Alright, so hey, catch you later, mate. I'm going to go quiet now. This is Quali time. Got a good gap here, 3 seconds or so. Focus.
Yellow flag.
I got a spinner already. Thanks for the subscribe, Sullivan.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Oh, bit loose on the rear tyre's going to be cooking now. Yep, it's a slidey thing. Adam's letting us go though. Thanks, Adam. Thank you, mate.
Yellow flag. Fastest lap for Woods, 139.29.
So immediately leaders into the 39s, low 39s as well. This ain't going to be anywhere near that. If I can break into the 39s at all, I'll be happy. It's going to be a low 40 maybe. No, it's a high 40.
P9.
Could do better than that.
The guy ahead has just posted a 140.61.
Way too cautious into turn 1 there. Turn 3, turn 2, whatever it is, I don't know. Turn 3.
Sector 1 time is good.
Three tenths up on this one though. Nah, all good, Colin. I know what you meant, mate. I'm just being silly.
Alright, Dan. 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace.
Well, that's kind of matched it again. Pushed down to 18th place now. Got enough fuel for another three or so laps here.
B18, you're now 1.5 seconds off the pace. Sector 1 is quick, Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. Yellow flag, you've just done a 140.79. You've used half your fuel. Sector 1 time's okay.
Okay, that's better. 4 tenths up now. Let's finish the lap like this.
Estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
It's got to be so patient.
0.45 off the pace.
No! Oh, it's still going to be much faster, but I lost easily a tenth in that final corner there.
In 17th place, you're currently 1.1 off the pace. Sector 1 time's okay. Sector 2 is 0.45 off the pace. That was 140.42.
Yep, tyres are definitely overheating now. It's getting slidey, but I got a good exit, so I kind of counteracted the poor entry.
Sector 1 is quick.
There we go, another half a cent up. P17.
Morning everyone, ready to check?
Working 7.
Yeah, thank you.
Sector 2 is 0.45 off the pace.
Two tenths down, we'll see how we go. I'm not going to get another lap after this. Oh, it's an off track anyway, you bugger.
You're outside of track limits there.
You are allowed to tow back to the pits in qualifying sessions. I have checked the rules. You just can't do it in the race. You have to request to tow. So now it becomes the unenviable task of trying to find a gap out on track again. Let's go! 10 minutes to go. It's halfway through the session. Ah! Good luck, Colin!
There's a car approaching. Watch your mirrors. Stay behind the white line. E19. Blue flag.
Okay, we got a decent gap behind, 6 seconds, Jacob Hughes. Got less fuel in it this time.
Okay, Dan. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Track temps are kind of the spot. They're a lot less than practice, so...
Sector 1 time is good.
I was a tenth faster in practice, 140.3, so theoretically I should be doing like a 140.1 or something. That's what I should be aiming for here.
Flag.
And if I do that... that'll bump me up into the top 10 maybe. If I do a 140.1... yeah, oh no, that'd be like 13th, 12th, 13th, which... there's a few places on the grid. It's nothing to be sniffed at now that I've been bumped down to 19th.
New fastest lap for Woods, 139.20.
But if I can get into the 139s, then that'll be top 10 for sure. So, maximum focus time, quiet lap time, here we go. Quali lap incoming. Let's do this. Fresh tyres, low fuel, boom. Nice clear track. 1 minute 39 or bust.
Yellow flag.
Left side, clear left.
I'm not mad at that. I mean, there's
Come on, mate. You're right.
nowhere to get out the way. Where they're supposed to go, they can't just vanish, so it's...
Yeah, all good.
oh, wow.
Sector 1 is 0.46 off the pace. Okay, Dan, we need to watch these track limits.
Car right, clear right.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 39.
Bit of a wiggle there. So obviously it's not going to be this lap. Okay, track temp's going down. That's good, but then everyone else is going to be in the same boat.
5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
That's right, Boggy. Next lap indeed, mate. Hopefully no one coming out the pits this time. Only 6 minutes remaining. I got... oh, wait. Thank you.
E22. Sector 1 is 0.31 off the pace. 2 tenths off the pace in sector 2.
Ah.
Good luck.
Okay, that's 2 tenths up. That's 140.21. That's going to bump me from 22nd up to like 17th, 16th maybe?
5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes
One more lap on this tank.
B17.
Oh, 17th, exactly.
That puts you 1.0 seconds off the leader's pace. Sector 1 is 0.31 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.25 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.45 off the pace. We're running on fumes, mate.
Okay, last chance.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Beforehand, but do we need to be in Discord for any of the race control or
You're 2
anything like
tenths
that?
off the pace in sector 1.
Nah, mate, as long as you got your comms working in here is all you really need.
Copy that, cheers.
Lost the 10th there, I was up.
Very little fuel left. Sector 2 is 2 tenths off the pace. Two litres left.
No, it's an off track anyway.
You need to watch the track limits.
Alright, let's go. Let's go, might get one more lap in. P18's not too bad out of like 48 so far.
There's a car behind, take care, rejoin him. P18, the guy behind has just done a 140.30.
Tried to hold my brake to stop the slide.
Nah, you're all good.
Ajax, I do not, sir. No motion sickness.
Blue flag. Watch the track limits, please, Dan.
Car left, clear to the left.
Oh, Brayden, mate, what are you doing, man? You need to look at your mirrors.
I did initially, Jax, a little bit, but you get used to it pretty quickly.
2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
I actually get more motion sickness from
It's now 37 Celsius.
first-person games like Skyrim or Alien Isolation. To be honest. Because here,
Right, I looked at my rearview mirrors and saw you coming and tried to get out of your way.
you're fixed in position with your steering wheel and pedals, whereas those you're kind of moving around a bit more. Alright, I don't know if we can finish our laps once it hits 0, or once you hit 0 that's it, but I'm going to give it a go just in case. And if it cuts out halfway through, it cuts out halfway through. It better not be half a second up. Okay. Let's go.
You're 2 tenths off the pace in sector 1. guy ahead has just done a 140.10.
Your paint's not loaded to your end.
Sector 2 is 0.27 off the pace.
The broadcaster loaded, it's all good of those.
Yes! That's another 2/10. Gonna bump me from 20th to... Where's it gonna be? Last lap did it. 17th. Okay. Managed to get another 3 spots on the grid there. With a 139.9. First time into the 139s today. Lovely. I will take that. Oh, thank you, Dino. Thank you very much, Dino. You too, mate. Well, that was stressful towards the end. Let's have a look at the actual final results, shall we? Let's see how... Whoa, lots of cars. 50 cars, including the safety car, registered here. Dean Hunt in 37th. Let's see what other names we've got here on the screen. Ben Woods with an epic pole. Coleman was Vinnie Newen. Did I beat... I beat Vinnie Newen on the last lap by a couple. Rick Provenzali, the series organizer. We've got James Mason. Mark Foster, I know that name. Matt Webber, no relation to Mark. Chris Ruddle, Suit Speed guy. Where's Richard Mayer? Where's Richard Mayer qualified? Oh, I beat him by 1! Oh, yes. He's right below me. That way you can't get closer than that, can you? Last lap did it, I tell you. Last lap did it, and I'm glad they didn't count it at 0 and just cut the session like they did at Suit Speed. I'm glad I finished that lap, because that would have been so frustrating, being like 2/10 up and they're just like, nope, end of session. So let's put some fuel back in it then, shall we? So, it isn't a full tank's worth. It is... the maximum we can fill in this is, I think it's like 71 litres? 71 and a half. So that's it, ready for the race. Done. So let's do some quick calculations.
17th place.
So we got 120 minutes times by 60 seconds divided by a lap time of, say, around about race time is going to be 141, so that's 101. So we're expecting 72 laps today. 72 times 2.65 was my average, is 190. So let's say 192 litres. Now 193 litres to be safe. Take away 71. Take away another 71. So we are 2 stopping, and on one of...
guys, good evening, and welcome back to all the new drivers. Big welcome to Premier Endurance League. My name's Lee Williamson. I'll be your race controller tonight. I've also got Lachlan Capel in here with me, and we've also got Scott in the safety car. Just a reminder, guys, please use your F3 relative screens at all times, and in-sim comms is for communicating with race control. Please keep driver-to-driver banter to a minimum, please. No swearing or any types of abuse on comms, please, guys.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 33 Celsius.
Brakes when involved in an incident or spin, and also obeying blue flags. Please, if you are to leave the track, please ensure that you rejoin the track in a safe manner. Also, note, guys, that the league's permission to tow rule is in place, and race control must be clearly notified via comms, and will respond with your car number and also lap number, and grant you permission to tow at its earliest convenience. Thanks again, guys. Wish you all the best for tonight.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Alright then, so 71 litres plus 71 litres plus 51 litres. So one of our stops today
Thank you.
is going to be a short film. And one of them is also going to feature tyres.
Just the final one as well, guys. If you are involved in an incident and need to report something through to race control, we just need your car number and also a lap number, please. Thank you.
Can I pre-register an incident, please? Are they taking bookings for the medical tent?
Your exit's clear. Watch the white line.
What, for heat exhaustion?
So you might think, why am I going out in the warm-up session? I wanted a practice pit entry and a practice pit stop again. Oh, that's a bit snappy.
Scrub these tires.
I'm definitely going to try that at some point, Tuber, but not... Thank you, Richard. I'm definitely going to try that at some point, Tuber, but definitely not for the first time in a 2-hour race. But if you're on my Discord server, then yeah, send me a Discord message, because I'll probably forget by the end of the race, no doubt. It's a long time, 2 hours. Going to be starting shortly. Rolling start behind the safety car. And once again, reminder that the relative on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen shows you the gaps between the cars. Anyone who is lapped down is blue. Anyone who's a lap ahead of me is in red. Anyone with the E in the brackets after their name is an elite driver, aka pro. Anyone with a C after their name is a challenger driver, aka AM.
Watch your speed limit in the pits.
So hopefully that clears a few things up for you. There we go. Practice pit stop done. Let's do a practice pit out as well.
Thanks, Richard. You too, mate. Have a good race.
There's a car approaching. Stay in your lane.
Alright, that's me done for practice. Pull off to the side of the road there. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. It is great to have you here. Race is about to start in about a minute's time. So, yeah. Let me just make sure all the fuel is in. Yep, full tank. And, well, yeah. Let's crack on with it, shall we, I suppose? So 71, 71, 51. Basically is what I'm doing. Grid. Alright, thank you. Let's go. 2 hours. Really looking forward to this. Let's get the tank in. And we are going to have to change tyres at some point. So do we do them? Do we change the tyres at the first or second stop? And do we do the short stint in the middle or the end of the race? There are some things that we're going to have to take into account, and safety car and potential strategies may come into play with that as well.
The track temp is 31.
We're on the right screen, we're recording. Okay, thanks everybody for tuning in.
B17.
Really looking forward to this.
Follow car number 525 in the right lane.
Starting in P17 out of 50 or 49, not including safety car. Got Richard right alongside us in his pink Corvette. There he is. Hey Richard. Good to see you, mate. Hello.
Good luck all.
Thanks, Vushel.
Yeah, big field tonight, guys. 49 cars, 2-hour race. So let's just be a little bit cautious on lap 1, please. A little bit of racing room. Enjoy your race tonight.
Thank you. Good luck, everybody. Pleasure to be here.
Hey, Roo, are you in the mighty McLaren?
You bet your sweet ass I am.
I am jealous.
I thought I saw some flames in the distance there.
How good does it feel to be back?
We do have a very... Hey, Daz! Slow formation here.
Some fire.
She's a thing of beauty.
Hey, Heath! Good to see you, mate. Biggest race I've done for a long time, this. Both in terms of field size and length. And it's fiercely competitive as well. I think it was like 7/10 off the pace in Quali, off the leader. I was down in 17th or 18th or whatever it was. So, very competitive. Small mistakes can make a big difference today. Just got to keep it nice and clean, stay out of trouble.
Race control tonight, so my computer's not working with the cars.
Yeah, copy. Permission.
There's a lot of cars in a very confined space here.
Okay, let's tighten up the field a little bit, please, guys.
Okay, Dan, be ready. Watch for the lights.
Safety car is in pit lane.
Alright, here we go. I'm probably going to go quiet for the first few laps here.
Green, green, green.
Hammer away! Richard's got the jump. Not for long.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear to the left.
Plenty of room on the inside just in case. Hammer away! Maintained our position. Let's go.
Start's alright. Time to get stuck in.
Race control, requesting
On your right. Clear right. You're clear.
Yeah, car 46. Permission.
Got very cautious brakes up ahead here. Got to keep that in mind. Braking zones are a bit longer than normal right now. Everything's congested. Alright, got a good run here. Maintained our position. Whew, stressful stuff. Bit of grass on the inside there, that's good. Field definitely starting to spread out a bit. People getting a bit more confident. Still got Richard close in behind.
Confirming race control. Am I allowed to rejoin the race?
Yeah, absolutely, car 47.
Relatively clean so far. Long race. A few sketchy moments under braking, but avoided. Richard having a good sniff behind there.
Okay, Dan, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
That's our first incident point. Reminder, there is no incident limit in today's race. We are using a bit less fuel than normal here, which is good for the strats.
P17. The track temperature is increasing. It's now 33 Celsius.
Saying that Richard's got a good run here. Is he going to try something? I don't know. We'll see. Nope. Thinks better of it.
Keep it smooth. No mistakes.
It'll lose a bit of time there, unfortunately, to the cars ahead. Long race. Although we are slightly out of slipstream now, which ain't good.
Fastest lap for McKay, 139.65.
39.6 race pace. Crazy talk. 140.9 for me.
Your last lap time was at 140.90.
Richard's so much better into the corners than I am. But I'm getting that squared off exit so I can get the power down. That's my driving style in this Ford. Richard's all over me again. Richard's all over me. Wow. Yeah, I can't get close enough to make a move on anyone. I've dropped back now, unfortunately. Adam's pulling away a bit up ahead, and I'm definitely holding up a lot of people behind me.
Sector 2 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
Hey, copy that. I'm not sure why, but just let me know, I'll be careful.
Alright Dan, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
Alright, let's try and get that gap back. Let's get back onto that train again. It's pretty congested up there, if we can just stick with him. At least that way I can divert some of the pressure I'm getting from Richard behind that pink Corvette. Definitely knows how to fill a rear view mirror.
Yeah, car 737, no blinking at all in race control here, so carry on.
Thank you very much, race control. I just reset the setup.
The driver in front of us is Jefferson.
And that's my best lap of the race so far. It's going to be a 140.8. Just. We've dropped Richard by half a second there. In our own little bubble now. Ish.
That's the fastest lap. That last
No, it's
lap
not.
was at 140.84.
It's my fastest lap, but not the fastest lap spotter. Do they change tyres at the same time as refueling, and does tyre... good question, Viperion. Tyres are separate, as far as I'm aware. Whoa!
Left side. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Still there.
Ah, you got me around the outside there.
Line. Keep it steady.
Oh, tyres at the same time. Thanks, JB.
Keep it steady. Hold your line. He's still there. Clear left.
P17.
Ah,
Right side. Clear right.
Keep it within the track limits.
Car right. Still there. Clear right.
Your lap time was at
Car right. Still there. Still there. Clear right.
well, that wasn't meant to happen. Just gotten the dirty stuff on the insides. Dropped a few spots, and that's how easy it happens. So I might as well take tyres at the stop then, is basically what you're saying, JB. Got to stick with them now, cannot let them get away.
the track temperature is falling. It's now 31 Celsius. Don't let this guy distract you.
Thanks, JB. Tyres it is then.
P20.
Oh, this Mustang is not easy. Cannot give Richard the satisfaction though. I'll be getting him back later in the race, hopefully. Just got to square the corners off so much. The only way I can describe it is just clumsy. It's just such a clumsy car. Just doesn't like slow speed corners, and that's all this circuit is.
Car 096, can you look at that, please?
Yeah, copy 9.
Okay, that's bunched it up a bit. Someone had a bit of a scuff there. We're now back in slipstream again. Well and truly in slipstream. Didn't get a freebie, but we're in a pack again now.
Okay, Dan, you're reeling. Flares in the gap.
And that's half the battle.
0.38.
Although it'd be greater speed approaching these corners now, so gotta take that into account. Oh, Richard's gone off. Richard had bowled a wide there. Vinny's all over him. Sorry, Vaughan. That was almost a big spin then. That was a snap and a half. Which is coincidentally what I also did in my underpants. Oh, Vinny's been spun round!
Flag. Watch out.
Oh, unlucky Vinny. Bit of moving under braking there. It's all good. There was no overlap. Just had to take it into account, that's all. Exactly, Tuba. Almost one behind Richard again now. We should be up to P19 with that. Just keep it nice and steady. It's a long race. Strategy's going to come into it for sure.
Okay, Dan, there'll be chances here. Let's make sure we can take them. P19. You've just done a 142.15. Don't be intimidated. Keep him behind you. Right, the guy ahead of us is...
Car left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left. Car left. Clear to the left.
Yeah, on the dirty stuff then. It's never going to make that stick around there as soon as I started running wide. It's worth a shot though. Almost had Richard again. Oh, big wiggle. Careful on the rears, they'll be hot. It's a nice little pack, this. Hey, yep. All is
Inside here, Dino.
all is very good with the family. Thanks, Vaughan. Hopefully for you too, sir.
That lap time was 142.91.
Right, spreading out a bit. I'm very happy that I'm battling with Richard. Top bloke. It's great to finally be able to not hear him in race control again. In the nicest possible way, he did a great job, but to be able to race him on track, it's been a while. And I'm loving it. I think the car behind has got one of those A10 Warthog style paint jobs at the front with the big mouth. I love it. Oh, someone's off. Can't take advantage. They got a good slingshot. Matt there ran wide, managed to recover.
The next car is Fles. The gap behind is now 1.0.
Pulling away from Rue behind though, that's good.
1.25.
Should I say Rue's dropping back a bit? Yeah, exactly. I think I'm going to take tyres at both stop Viperion. Oh, bit late there.
Come on, Martin, you've got to jump on this train.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take tyres at both. 50 litres ought to cover a tyre change. Pace isn't anywhere to be found though, running mid-41s, that ain't going to cut it.
Gap to
Oh no,
ahead is
no
now
limited tyre sets, only one fast repair is maybe what I was referencing, Viperia.
0.9 off the pace.
Yep, need to get back into the 140s again. 141s ain't going to cut it, unfortunately. Especially not with Richard pulling away into the distance there. Cannot let him do that. Cannot give him the satisfaction. Second lap in a row late into that. That's not good.
0.8.
Okay, that's going to be a 141.3, slightly better lap. Got some traffic coming out the pits here, maybe? No, not yet.
You've just done a 141.30.
Okay, someone's got a penalty. Not sure if they're ahead or behind. I haven't got the mental capacity to work that out right now.
19.
Incident between car 87 and car 96 on lap 19 second, post-race penalty, car 96.
If you guys want to watch the official broadcast as well with full commentary and see what's going on in the overall picture, type into the chat !broadcast
Off your fuel.
and open that up on a second tab. I haven't actually watched most of the broadcasts yet. I've watched a few of them and the quality is superb. Would thoroughly recommend it just to get a better idea of what's going on overall, as opposed to just my procession in 19th at the moment. It's not the most exciting racing. You're watching me trying to catch up with these guys. Honestly, I'm driving my arse off here. I'm doing everything I can. It's just such a competitive field. I'm loving it. Long way to go though. Okay, that's my best lap for a while. That's going to be a 1:41.1. Pace is coming back to me, but then again, so is everyone else.
Flares in front is now 0.9. That lap was a 1:41.11. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
Spreading out a bit here now. Traffic is going to become a factor later in this race. Need to keep focus. Okay, so the car in front of Richard has got a 10-second penalty at the stops. Thanks, Mr. Bishy. Oh, that'll be for the push on Vinny a couple of laps ago. Righto, that makes sense. Oh, that's wide. Yeah, the nose doesn't want to cooperate as much as it used to.
Got the inside of the end of the straight, Nick.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Not that it ever wanted to cooperate in the first place. Let's say the new CPU's going well so far. Upgraded that literally yesterday. 5800 X3D Ryzen 7. Nice bump. Can run a lot more comfortably now. Not have to worry about stutters and frame drops and all that kind of stuff. This is always a big concern on these streams, especially with so many cars on track. So that's good. New CPU going well so far. Range, you'll be pleased to hear that. Yeah, that gap is extending a bit. In both directions, in front and behind. Oh! Yeah, that's why you don't touch the curb on the right hand side on entry there. That was a big snap. Almost went round. Lucky I catch that. This Mustang, once it starts to go, it's very much like the iRacing of old. Once it goes, there's very little you can do to save it. I'm running a 3080, Mr. Bishy. Anything more than that is well and truly out the budget for years.
Sector 1 is 0.40 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.35 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace. The gap to Flares ahead is increasing. It's now 2.2 seconds.
Yeah, it's getting bigger. Dropping back a bit here. Don't really have an answer for pace at the moment. It's very equal. Well, it's sorry, not equal, it's very close, but yeah, just don't have an answer for outright pace. mistakes, concentration and strategy is going to come into it later on, I think. Not just for me, but for everyone else. We are almost at the quarter distance mark. Fuel's looking good as well. Base my calcs off 2.65 litres a lap. I'm actually using 2.59 a lap on average. Well, 2.58, that's even better than I thought. Maybe I can push a bit more. Maybe I'm being a bit too conservative here. But then again, I do not want to risk a spin or a bin. I've already had a semi-bin with Richard earlier on when I was on the dirty stuff on the inside into turn 2 and 3. And that ultimately cost us about 3 seconds overall. We were definitely holding a big train of cars up though.
141.01. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
I think I'm subconsciously short shifting a bit here. It's not an intentional thing I've been doing, but that's maybe one of the reasons why my fuel number's a bit better than expected. It's negligible though, 0.05 a litre a lap. I mean, could save me like half a second in the pits, but half a second ain't going to get me any spots at the moment, so we'll see. Still got another 9 laps on this tank yet.
Thank you.
Everyone's very consistent. Yeah, there's not many people making mistakes now, everyone's settled into it a bit. 3.5 seconds back is good, that's a nice buffer to the car behind. Roo, quite possibly the most Australian name I've ever heard in all of my life.
That lap time was 141.07. You're a tenth off in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.38 off the pace.
Richard's 5 seconds down the road now.
The gap to Schlers ahead is now 1.3.
Ooh. This Mustang does not like the curbs. Very unsettled over the curbs. I can probably imagine people saying, well, stop using them then, Dan. It's like a risk versus reward thing. Sometimes they don't spit you off and you gain like a tenth of a second. This is a decent lap though so far. Definitely getting closer to Matt again. Might be my best lap of the race so far. It will be 1 minute 40.81. Oh, 1 minute 40.79. Excellent.
18th. That's the fastest lap of the race. That lap time was 140.80.
I think maybe Matt's struggling with the tyres a bit. We're definitely getting back up towards him again here. I just realised it's not worth shifting into 5th before that hairpin. I think that's what's been causing me to brake late, the extra downshift. Keep it in 4th, just rev it out a bit, it's fine. Not losing too much time. In fact, I'm losing more time by shifting up to 5th and carrying the extra gear. Because I'm pushing wide every time. And I missed that corner completely. Let's just ignore that, shall we? Okay, quiet lap. Here we go. I'm almost within reach. If I can get another fast, like, personal best on the board, I'll be within like half a second, and then the slipstream really kicks in. So, headphones on, volume up. Let's have a nice Ford Mustang
You've just done a
lap of glory here.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
Let them go past me on the straight. Alright, alright.
There we go. Much closer now. I think he's starting to struggle with his tyres. He's having a few wobblies. We've got 6 laps left on ours.
Behind is pitting. That last lap was at 141.07. Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. Okay, Dan. 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
I'm going to try and stretch another few tenths of a litre. I might be able to stretch another lap out of it then.
Cheers, Nick.
No problem.
I haven't even noticed that, JK. Thank you for that, mate. Can't remember what the button for the wipers are. I don't want to turn them off. I don't want to turn them on in case I can't turn them off again. So that's going to have to stay there.
th place. That was 141.40. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, JK. Can't unsee it now, as Mr. Bishy says.
to Schles. In front is now 0.7.
Cheers, bro.
It's all good, JK. That's your sure way of getting me back for me insinuating that I said I'd bump people off the road. And that was the most convoluted sentence ever because I couldn't think of the right context whilst driving, trying to hit these apexes. Alright, see if our fuel usage is good as well now. 2.54, excellent. We are...
Last lap time was at 141.02.
I'm not saving enough to be able to extend another lap. So I'm just gonna... yeah. If I'd have done that from the start of the race, maybe, but who'd have known? There's the low fuel warnings come up now. Yeah. It's all good, yeah, I'm not going to extend another lap because it'll be spitting and coughing and just struggling once I get below half a litre, and there's no way I'm going to save half a litre in 3 laps and stay within striking distance. Bit wide there. Don't want to do that, so let's just check. Yep, full tank of fuel going in, 71.5 litres, as much as it'll take. And I'll check on the straight that my tyres are set to change as well. Yep. Okay, so I'm all set for the pits. There's a few people ahead of me who've stopped, so we are jumping up a few here.
V13, that lap was at 141.24. Alright Dan, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Big wobble from Matt there going in. Richard's still not stopped yet, he's been saving fuel.
The car in front of us is Schles.
Let's see how much fuel we cross the line with.
The leader, Woods, is pitting.
Maybe the Ford's got better fuel economy than the other cars in GT3, and that's where it comes back. Nope, he's coming in. Okay. Clear track. Wow, I haven't seen that. Well, not even since the practice session. So we're going to cross the line with...
The car behind's pitting.
2.06 laps. Okay, so I've got to come in this lap. Because if I do another one, I'll be spluttering by the end of it.
Consistency, keep it up. Very little fuel left. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap.
Okay, spotter. Will do. Message confirmed. You don't have to request a pit stop in iRacing. As long as you've got it set in your black box, you can just come straight in.
to Mayer. Ahead is increasing. It's now 5.2 seconds.
So Richard's not really pulled away that much in the grand scheme of things. He's still only 5 seconds down the road. Excuse me.
The leader, Coleman, is pitting. We're running on fumes, mate. Pit this lap, in this lap.
Richard goes for another one. Oh, good mileage in that Corvette.
Watch your speed. Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour. Box in 270 meters.
Where's my guy? Where's my guy? We right at the end?
Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
There he is. Alright. Oh, and breathe. 1 hour 15 remaining. And relax. Let's see where we cycle back out again. That was a pretty decent first stint. Must admit, I enjoyed that. No damage.
There's traffic behind. Watch your mirrors. Don't cross the white line. B18.
Got lap traffic coming up behind. Extra position.
Left side, clear left.
The guy ahead is Schlez.
Oh, almost got him in the pits. He just came out ahead of us. No damage. All good. Nice fresh tyres will be cold, so got to be careful with those. Be slidey. The guy heads up to speed.
Right side, clear right.
The leader, Mayer, is pitting.
Oh, Richard cycled through to the lead with that. Battle resumes with Matt. Nice fresh set of tyres. Go again. Carbon copy of the first stint.
New fastest lap for Woods, 139.61.
Okay, we'll do that. I didn't think of doing that. Just give everything a wiggle. Slow and fast out here. Can actually do that now in the Mustang with fresh tyres on. Apart from when you butcher the first sequence of corners, that is. Went in a bit too deep and didn't want to lock the rear, so just had to glide out of that. Way too late there.
Thanks.
Campbell is closing you down. The gap has come down to 5.3.
I gotta remember I've got grip in the tyres. I can push actually now. I don't have to be so conservative. Although the fuel's up again, so there is that. Bring these tyres in gently though. That'll treat me all later in the stint. There's another off track.
Stay between the lines, please, Dan.
Well, literally my third off track of the race. That's not bad. 3x so far.
The gap to Schlez ahead is now 1.0. McKay is leading the race.
So fuel is set. Tyres are set. For the next stop, we're good. Let's forget about that for another 45 minutes.
The guy behind has just done a 140.04.
Okay, well the guy behind's got some speed. Is he the guy that got knocked off before and is working his way back through the pack again?
Race control, can you have a look at the blue flags on that lap?
Yeah, copy 99.
Sorry, man, I was trying to find a place to pull over, please.
That Martin Lipsky. The red car ahead of us is a lap down.
On your left, clear left.
Wasn't sure where he was then. Gave him a bit of space just to be sure.
Woods is now in the lead.
What a battle with Matt. This is our best chance for a long time. Got some slipstream and he knows it. He knows it.
Start the inside then, at the end there. You two, Dino, try and hold up there.
You've just done a 140.87.
Oh, big wiggle there. That's the extra speed from the slipstream coming into effect there. Thanks, Chiba. This is the battle for 17th.
Finish.
The incident between car 99 and 197 on lap 29, no further action. 197, please just try and let the leaders through a little bit quicker in the future, please.
McKay is now leading.
On your left.
How's this for a run? Here we go.
Hold your line.
What's the straight line speed like in the Mustang?
Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left. On your left. Keep it steady. Clear left.
Got him. Right,
Come on down.
quiet lap. Let's pull away. He tried to get the cut back and just gave us a 0x on the back. Let's go. No mistakes. Let's just run. Exactly, Mr. Bishy. Look it! These tyres feel good in this stint.
Race controls adjust me, or is Ben Woods, I believe, P1 assisted.
Copy 413, I'll have a look.
Right, here we go.
Coleman is now leading.
Get the exit onto the straight. Defend. That's the best way of doing it. Pulled out 1.2 seconds already. Yeah, he must be struggling with tyres. Maybe he didn't change at the stop.
V16, that was 114.77. That's your best lap in this session.
I got my fastest lap of the session with an overtake. That was a great battle, Matt. Far from over, though. I get the feeling. Oh, leader just dropped out. Oh, unlucky. So that's a freebie. But you hate to get freebies like that. Hey, JB, can you remember another time? The first time I raced in a series with Australians and the leader dropped out. Around about this point. You don't seem to remember anything like that, do you, JB? No? Oz and Zid? Zolder? WTCC? Tuesday Thunder? So, honestly, I can relate to that pain, having seen you go through that and see what that happened. That sucks. That sucks. That's another race that was like 5 years ago now. Wow. We're really digging into the archives today. And for anyone who may not have noticed already, I am wearing the same t-shirt that I wore for all of those Zancho races back in the day. I'm quite surprised that
Next car is Lawrence.
it still fits, to be honest. It could have been you, JB. Great race though, and a great introduction to a new group of guys and girls and racing series. And I'm kind of getting the feeling it's going to be a bit like that with these. Just getting good vibes here so far. Hey, Stephen Cole. Rain Campbell is massively catching us in here. Massively catching us in. It's either massively catching us up or massively reeling us in. Doesn't work with both.
418, that's 29 or
Yeah, copy 418, thank you.
I think Matt behind
Is now in the lead.
has definitely regrouped. No rain forecast, WC. I mean, it looks a bit cloudy, but the forecast was literally 0% before the race, so just overcast, just some clouds here in the Spanish scrublands. Wow, Richard's like 15 seconds down the road now.
Corner. Let's take whatever chances we can. V16, you've just done a 141.25.
Did he like not take tyres, or did he short fill it? Maybe he short filled it in this stint. He's going to have to do a long stop towards the end. JV. That's why I missed you, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Although with me and you in the racing, it was always the other way around, mate. I was always the one following you.
McKay is leading the race.
A few lead changes going on up there. Sounds like a pretty exciting battle. Definitely worth checking out the broadcast if you aren't already. I'll be watching that later. Exclamation mark broadcast in chat. We'll give you a link to the stream. Open it up on the second tab. And you also have the advantage of being DDS pit wall for the race. You can let me know what the strategies are, what's going on.
That'll good, mate.
I admire that, JB.
0.57.
I admire the optimism you gave me. Kept me going for many years. A sniff of a win. Well, maybe it's a sniff of something else following you, I'm sure. It was very close at times.
Into between car 418 and car 252 on like 31, no further action.
Flares behind is now 0.9. Coleman is now in the lead.
Thank you.
Tyres have definitely lost that bite from the start of the stint. We're regressing back into the slower lap times now.
The guy in front is...
Thank you, Stefan.
On your right, clear right.
Okay, Dan, we're halfway home. Should be about 31 minutes of fuel left. That lap time was 141.62.
I've just realised I've missed a terrible pun in chat. Why didn't I say he's reining me in? Jeez. You can tell I'm concentrating on the racing today. Sorry to go back to that point. Literally from like 2 minutes ago with nothing in between. Just popped into my head then. Almost halfway. Oh, we are halfway there now, Sean.
Race control, this is 87. Can you look at that instrument? Lap.
Oh, not again, Vinny. Oh, we're kind of keeping the gap to Mac consistent, but he's definitely catching up a lot in the middle sector.
0.42 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. Sector 3 is...
Ooh, that's late.
6 off the pace. Good consistency. Keep them coming.
Take the 1x for that, it's worth it.
Out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Yeah, Richard's flying off into the distance.
Yeah, left, Matty.
Oh, we got another one dropped out.
Coleman is leading the race.
Don't think that's a freebie. We'll find out when we go across the line.
incident between car 87 and car 225 on lap 36, 5 seconds post race.
E14.
Well, it was a freebie. We're up to 14th. Where the hell did that first sector come from? How to find 3/10 all of a sudden? Yeah, I've squandered most of it already. Ah, it's all good. Long race. Lonely old race at the moment. Had a couple of battles with Richard. And Matt as well. Long drawn out affairs.
Yeah, copy's from that.
Ah, righto, JB. That explains it. They're fighting behind, giving me a bit of breathing space. Oh, that was going to be my best lap of the race so far, but I just didn't quite get the run out of the final corner. What kind of lap times are the guys ahead doing, by the way? I don't see that on my relative in the headset.
79.
Just for reference, just so I can see what I'm up against. Maybe the track temps dropped or something, that's why I'm finding a bit more pace. Yeah, Mick. Yeah, I'm not expecting to be able to hold off rain for a long time. I think he's got spun around earlier in the race and he's fighting back now. Definitely has some good speed in that car. Something I'm going to try and get working for next time on the overlays is car emblems. So you can see what kind of cars people are driving, as opposed to just having the name and iRacing at the moment and the license. It's kind of just adds a bit more context, doesn't it? So, oh, that guy's in a Merc, that guy's in a Beamer. Oh, there's a fellow Ford. He will also be a glutton for punishment.
Coleman is now leading.
Not my best lap. 141.2. Yeah.
Okay, Dan, the next car is McKay. That last lap was at 141.24.
I'll be amazed if I can hold off rain. But sometimes I do amaze myself. You never know. Nah, he's pulling in heaps actually. He's dropped massively. I reckon next 2 or 3 laps he'll get me. Well, he'll catch up at least anyway. Depends how patient he wants to be. Way too much curb there. If anyone's watching the broadcast, can you let me know if there's any Mustangs ahead of me? Where I am in the Mustang race?
Incident between car 28 and car 225 on lap 38.
The guy in front is Coleman. Campbell is reeling you in. The gap's now 0.7. That lap was at 141.12.
Safety car, safety car, safety car.
Oh!
McKay is now leading. P15.
I'm coming in. I'm going to stop. I can maybe make it to the end if I save fuel.
Finishing attack.
Pay attention to track limits, please, Dan. Lawrence ahead is pitting. Watch your speed.
Yep, it's going to be tight, but...
Box in, 200 and...
Oh, yep, we made the right move. Everyone's in.
Yeah, car 1.
Box in, 5.
Yep, car 1.
4.
Leader, we're
3.
going to do a virtual
2.
safety car.
1.
Fortunately, our safety car has
Box
been
now.
hit in pit lane. If the leader could please slow to 80 kilometres and all cars behind pick up the leader with caution, please.
Alright, so that was definitely the right move. Very busy. So safety car is going to extend.
The pit exit is clear, push now. V16.
Oh, I forgot! I forgot to do the wiggle and the stretch. So yeah, the safety car is going to extend the fuel tank for sure. And it's, yeah, so it's quite tight on time, but we're going to be driving slowly, so it's going to reduce the number of laps I need to do, and I'm going to be using less fuel.
Car 413, just maintain 80 kilometres, please. Copy that.
It's going to be close on fuel, but it should be okay. Fresh tyres as well. Oh, okay, well that came at the perfect time. I wonder what happened there. Must have been a big instant for that to be called. I did see a car in the pits up on 2 wheels with massive damage, so that could be that.
You're off the wide rounds, Lee.
Yeah, just a second, mate.
And everyone's going to be bunched up again, so it's going to be potential for close action and racing. Rich has gained a couple of spots.
The guy behind is pitting.
Yeah, that safety car came at
The safety car.
perfectly the right point.
It's like punching a ref in footy. It's just not cricket. You just shouldn't do it.
Hey guys, just remember we're live on streams.
Yeah, safety car
Far
is
right,
now exiting
clear to the
pit
right.
lane, so if everybody could just move to the left-hand side to allow safety car through, please. We'll try and get this green as quickly as possible.
Oh, don't! We need to stretch the fuel. Take as much time as you want.
Whoa! I see safety car up. And somebody hit me.
No, that's you, mate. You're flying around the track.
That was a brown undies moment for sure.
Yeah, race control, just a reminder,
Yellow
I'm
flag.
in P8 in the queue here. Can I get a wave around just to get out of the way of these guys?
Yeah, I'm going to wave around on the back straight, so just coming up there, Brady. Okay, guys, all cars are lapped down. You may overtake the virtual safety car.
Get up, Matty. Go, go, go.
Go to me.
Race control car 27, lap 43. I have no idea what that
Car right. Clear to the right.
Everybody, please remember radio conduct.
There, guys, if you're a lap down, you can move past the safety car.
What a race so far, right? It's basically we've now got a 40
Go past, Rob.
odd minute sprint until the end. And fresh tyres, more than enough fuel now, I reckon. Everybody bunched up, so we're basically starting from scratch.
Decreasing. It's now
And
28 Celsius.
I've gained a spot. Started 17th, I'm now 16th. But that's...
Can't go any faster, my steering wheel is at 19 degrees.
That's because somebody dropped out. So we haven't really... we've been racing for an hour 15. And we've basically... we're exactly where we started, taking into account the dropouts. Although Richard, the bugger, started behind us and he's now 3 spots ahead. So I'm not going to have that. Oh, we got people pitting though.
Race control, sorry, there's a lot of chatter. Can 152 tow?
Yes, 152, permission to tow.
McKay is leading the race.
Control, can you have a look at car 77? Did they pass everyone under the safety car?
P14.
Yeah, copy, I'll have a look at 77.
77 had no internet.
Hey Andy. All going well, mate.
Martin, let's see, you need to pass everyone, mate. You're left.
Very
You got
stressful and very competitive race so far.
77, you need to drop back, please. Pull over to the side of the track and allow the leaders past.
We are under safety car conditions here. Let's get some safety car emojis in chat. I hope you're all enjoying this so far. Hope it's not too boring just watching me trade tenths of a second here and there. It's very tense from inside the cockpit, trust me. Well, cockpit. VR headset. But you know what I mean. Alright, Chiba, thank you, mate. Look after yourself. Thank you for the advice so far. And I will remember to do the clutch things. The clutch mapping in practice for the next race. Yeah, we've definitely got enough fuel to go to the end now. It's saying I've got an hour 30 in the tank, but that's only because it's basing it off my previous laps usage. But with 42 minutes remaining and hardly anything taken out of a tank here, we're more than good to go to the end. Exactly, John. Depends on what time, where the restart gets called. I think it's probably going to be second gear out the final corner.
Well, if that was an internet dropout, can I retake my place?
The gap to Lawrence ahead is now 1.4.
Oh, so that tip doesn't work then from Tuba. No clutch in the GT3s anymore. Okay. I'm sure I've stalled this. I'm sure I've stalled this before, mate. With a spin. Not that I've spun much.
77, you need to rejoin in 23rd position. Car 77, please hold at pit lane.
Waiting for the field to get bunched up again, people to unlap.
Car 727, would you like us to continue going around or maintain this lap?
No, maintain this lap. Unfortunately, 77's blinked out and overtaken everybody during his blink, so I've got to get him back into position before I can go green.
Yeah, race control, 63 here. I'm car 23 at the moment. Does that mean I go 24 or?
Yellow flag.
Yeah, copy. Car 77 needs to resume his position in 22,
P15.
which is where he was prior to blinking.
Yeah, copy that.
Sorry.
Taking a while to get formed up here. Tyres are going to be cold.
On your right.
Guys, we're getting a lot
Clear
of
right.
blinking out. We've had safety car blink out as well, so yeah, my apologies for keeping you going around this long. We'll get back to green this lap.
Nah, it's fine by me for fuel. Definitely safe to go to the end now on fuel. We're up to 15th as well.
Am I right to pass?
Oh, unlucky, Andy. Bit of a clash there, mate. It's a great league from what I've seen so far. Obviously,
Yeah, no more wave rounds. Wave rounds have been completed.
very limited experience.
Maintain position.
No worries, thank you.
Race control, car 727. Hey, I just got rear-ended. Permission to enter the pit, even though we're almost finished set to go.
Yeah, 727, you may enter the pits. Pits are open.
So what do you reckon, guys? Can we make up any more spots in chat? Can we make up any more spots in this race? Or are we going to drop back? We're in P15 at the moment, and there is a vote going. You can vote on where you think I'm going to finish. Based on pure pace, P10 is going to be unlikely, I'd say. You never know, though. There could be some incidents.
Gap to Campbell behind is now 1.1.
I'll react to those cars ahead. Maybe a couple of spots. Maybe unlucky 13th, but yeah, I'm just kind of where I'm expecting to be pace-wise, to be honest. Some very fast people in here, some much more consistent people.
Control of the field, last corner.
Car 413, you have control from last corner.
Are we going? Is this the restart?
Wait, are we going?
Yeah, green.
I didn't hear the green, did you? Well, there we go. Straight back into it again. Cold bricks, cold tyres. I'll be super careful here.
Okay, Dan, relax, focus, keep it smooth. P14.
Right side. He's still there. Clear to the right.
That was going to happen at some point anyway.
Keep pushing, we might get him back.
Might as well let him
In. The gap is 0.
pull through the field ahead of me. I should have been doing some brakes. If I'd have known it was going to restart, I would have dragged the brakes and got some heat into them. I missed that call. Oh, I know the safety car dropped out, but as in disconnected dropped out. And we got our friend Matt behind us now. He had no idea that was going to start, so got massively caught out though. We've dropped a spot already.
Make him do all the work, focus on your exits.
Alright, so it wasn't just me, Sean. Vince. Vaughn. Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn. That was completely unintentional. Okay, I'm going to go quiet for a couple of laps, get into the rhythm. Maximum concentration. Hopefully rain parts the Red Seas up ahead of us. Need to get into my groove.
P15. Yellow flag.
That's very sketchy on the rear then. I'm getting flashed by Matt behind. Not in a good way. How is that my best lap of the race?
That lap time was 1:40.77. Good lap. That's your best in the session. Yellow flag.
Track temp's gone down to 28 now. Oh, maybe that's why the lap.
Car 77 and car 911 on lap 47. 10-second post-race penalty, car 911.
Alright, Dan, don't let this guy distract you. That's a new fastest lap for McKay, 1:39.41. The stewards have warned us for cutting the track.
Click the grass on the outside there. Got a 1x for it, so that's not going to validate this lap, but it was my best of the race so far. Definitely holding some people up here. Feeling the pressure. Matt's got much better pace than I have at this stage of the race. I'm just trying to maximise those exits.
Sorry for that bump there.
All good, mate.
Good exit again then. Yeah, dropping back heaps on the pack ahead. Just do not have the pace to match him, but I'm in P15.
Make them work for it.
So that's good. This is definitely a watch the mirrors kind of race from now on. Just over half an hour to go.
0.7 off the pace. Okay, Dan, lap times are pretty consistent. Yellow flag.
Thanks, mate.
You can tell that Matt's definitely getting frustrated behind.
Got the inside of the end here, Sam.
Thank you.
Just gotta keep on getting those runs out of the corner. Clearly don't have the pace for the cars ahead. They're already like 5 seconds down the road. That's pretty disparaging, to be honest with you. I feel like I'm driving okay. Clearly not on the, according to the leaderboards.
Can I get an incident check on 77?
Yeah, copy 16.
Okay, Dan, the next car is Campbell.
Was that someone checking my instant points?
Yellow flag, caution. 15th place.
Incident between car 16, car 77 on 150.
Okay, Dan, don't let this guy distract you.
Car 77.
Your last lap time was at 1:40.65. That's your quickest lap in this session. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Oh, unlucky Vinny. Vinny's such a cool guy. But always seems to have some kind of problem. Never has a clean race, that dude. Such a shame. Well, I'm doing my best laps of the race here. It's just not good enough. That's late. Oh, traction control kicked in then. Tyres will be hot. Be careful in this one. Got away with it, I'm good. You could hear the engine just da-da-da-da-da. That's scary. Pressure is on big time here. Trying to hang on to P15. 26 minutes to go. Matt is not going to make it easy for me.
You've just done a 140.77. Use all the track, force them to find the gap.
Everyone's so much better on the brakes than me. So much stability into the slow speed stuff. I think the pace up ahead has stabilised a bit. Looks like we've got a few side-by-sides, people making moves. Oh, it's lap traffic, that's why.
We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Dan.
It's Nathaniel Coburn, who's had a few issues of his own this race, unfortunately. Being rear-ended and the safety car's one of them. Oh yeah, that's slidey. Hopefully Nathaniel doesn't get in the way too much here. Do have a bit of a slipstream though.
Yellow flag.
That's for position. Oh, it's P3.
150.
Yeah, copy 35.
Car left. Still there. Clear on the left.
Let's see how wide you can make this thing.
Does the car ahead have damage? They'll probably pull away if they don't. But if they do, I don't want them to hold us up too much and push us back into Matt behind.
That the inside of the end of Australia, Tom.
Sorry, mate, thank you.
Good launch out of the final corner. Use that slipstream from the car ahead to defend. Hang on for as long as I can. 23 minutes to go. This is so stressful.
That lap was a 141.75. Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace.
Into between car 35 and car 150 on lap 54, drive through penalty, car 150.
Depending on how far up the road they are, that might be a freebie.
Alright, Dan, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
Car ahead's not pulling away too quickly. Yeah, Matt's maybe cooked the tyres a bit. He's not quite as close as he was before.
The lap time was at 1:41.06.
True, JB. This is Mustang. Not fun. I mean, it's fun, but I would prefer to be driving something else right now. But you got to pick a car for the season, and this is the car that won the vote on the YouTube community poll. So, thank you everybody for this. This is all your fault. Nah, just got to hang in there, make it to the end.
Sorry about that contact there, Jimmy.
The only thing I'm worried about is if Matt behind is getting frustrated, getting stuck behind me, when he knows he's got pace to be with these guys up ahead, is he going to try something towards the end of the race like a desperate move?
Stay calm, keep it smooth. That's 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Oh, I didn't say you, Andy, personally. It was like you in general.
V14. That lap time was 1:40.78.
Oh, that must be the drive-through served up to P14. Although, no doubt they'll get us back before the end of the race if they have the pace to catch up.
Schlers is getting closer. The gap's now 0.7.
So you reckon if I can break the draft, JB, I'll be right, hey? Just a few more tenths then. Oh, he's gone off. That could be it. Oh, that was way too wide there.
Stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines.
This isn't a fixed race setup, but I found one on Garage 61 which is essentially just, it was the same as the sprint setup. It's what I seem to have agreed the most with. So that's what I've stuck with, it's what I could get consistent lap times out of. But I don't really have access to setup shops. I haven't subscribed or purchased to any. I probably should if I'm going to be doing this series. I don't do that much iRacing normally, so it's not worth it for me.
Come on, don't make it easy for him. Make him go the long way around.
Just need to make sure there's no mistakes. 17 minutes to go. I didn't see you say that, Andy. But maybe. got to make sure I keep on getting that run out of the corner. Don't give him a sniff on the straights.
You've just done a 141.00.
Good lad, Andy. Good lad. Okay, he's a bit closer now. 4/10 back. So you've just got to square the corners off as much as you can in this Mustang. It doesn't rotate really well at slow speeds.
Minutes left. Okay, Dan, come on, stay focused.
Sweating!
Exits.
This is now P14. Obviously we
Don't be distracted. Defend your position.
gained a spot with that drive-through of Old Mate up ahead.
That lap was a 141.00.
He's sniffing. He's sniffing for a move. He's trying a few lines back there. I can see him in the mirror. Oh mate, this wing's on maximum. I can't add any more wing on. But good suggestion though, mate. I appreciate the feedback. Didn't shift up then. For some reason, didn't engage fourth. It's a bit concerning.
That lap time was 141.14. That's good consistency. Keep it up. Yellow flag. Watch out.
Car 92, lap whatever this is.
Yeah, copy 92.
Not by collision, but went off track to keep the position.
Yeah, copy 92.
Oh, I get that feeling too, Mr. Bishy. There's a very close pack up ahead, all fighting for position. The tyres will be going off, concentration will be running down. Frustrations will be boiling over. Just gotta stay calm. Let's stay calm. 11 minutes to go. More than enough fuel. Tyres would be great.
Your last lap time was at 1:41.15.
Oh, he was very close into turn 1 then.
Race control, car 55, lap 62.
Oh, it's Richard!
Copy, car 55.
Oh, Richard! No, Richard got spun out from 8th. Oh, he's doing so well.
P13. Ten minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Car 92. Whatever lap that is.
That's another freebie.
Copy, 92.
Well, saying that the guy behind is a lot closer, Matt, than he's ever been.
P12. That lap was at 1:41.72.
Up into 12th. Got some freebies there. 9 minutes to go.
Alright, Dan, don't let this guy distract you.
I'll try not to. I mean, it's easier said than done. He's been filling up my rearview mirror for the past half hour. Maybe if there's any penalties for people punting each other out up ahead just then, that could be another couple of spots. You never know. Good run off the corner there. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Bishy. Let's see what race control says. 8 minutes to go.
Your lap time was 1:40.78. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
Incident between car 92 and car 322 on lap 61, 5-second post-race penalty, car 322.
Car 322 has a 5-second penalty, but I'm not within 5 seconds of him, so it doesn't matter. He's flashing the lights at me again behind. He's getting frustrated. Come on, okay, now he's closer than he's ever been. Matt's, yeah, close. He's close.
That was 141.09.
He's got to hold the middle of the road, stop him from diving up the inside. If I go wide into that corner, he will send it.
Don't let this guy intimidate you.
0x from the guy behind Matt there, poking his nose in.
Race control, car 77, lap 64.
Yeah, copy 77.
Got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Sorry for the lack of commentary. This is me giving it absolutely everything here.
Incident between car 55 and car 96 on lap 62, 10-second post-race penalty, car 96.
Okay, Dan, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Oh, he's got the run here.
Cut the track, keep it nice.
He's got the run here. Screwed up that final corner big time. Very nervous behind. That's the best chance he's had. Don't give him that opportunity again, Dan.
Thank you.
Okay, Dan, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
On your left. Clear left.
Didn't expect him to do that.
RC incidents, car 322, lap 62.
Yeah, copy 322.
Got the drive. He's close again though.
It's final corner incident.
Probably 2 laps to go at this rate. Just got to hold on.
Incident
That was 141.18.
On lap 62, no further action.
He's definitely got the pace on me here.
Incident between car 77 and car 47 on lap 64, 10-second post-race penalty.
Okay, Dan, push now, we can catch up here.
Yeah, that's fair. Sorry, man. Daryl, sorry.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Sorry for the lack of comms, people.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
I'm sure you can feel the pressure just as much as me. Okay, chemist, will do. No white flags, so there must be another one after this. 1 minute 21 remaining. Leader must be 22nd down the road.
141.23. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
Oh, he's gone wide behind.
The next car is Hughes.
He's gone wide. We broke the gap a bit. I guess so, Grilled. There's definitely gravel out there. Don't know if it's always been the way. It's the first time driving Navarra.
That's 5 minutes of fuel left.
Alright, is this checkered flag or is this white flag? Did the leader cross with 0 to go? Yes, we got the run! Okay, one more lap to go. One more lap to go. This is it. He's going to try something. I can just feel it. He's going to get desperate.
Last lap. That last lap was at 141.00. That's good consistency. Keep it up.
Focus, focus, focus.
Race control, car 32, permission to tow.
Yeah, car 32, permission to tow, Randy.
Thank you.
Get the run. We got the run.
Control 55, last lap. Copy 55.
Only a few more corners. Hold on, mate. Come on.
Thanks, mate.
No mistakes.
Thanks, Rick. You're right, man.
Right, we've done it. I think we've salvaged P12.
2 minutes to go.
Did we finish within 10 seconds of the guy who got that 10-second penalty? Maybe just. Yes, we did. So we're going to get P11 over the line because the guy ahead has got a 10-second penalty, and that's the finish. Oh my god, that was so stressful.
That's the finish. Well done.
I'm overseeing riot cars.
That was incredibly stressful. Not much happened in terms of on-track action and overtaking, but that is probably the hardest I've ever had to defend, ever. My god. My god, that was... Oh, he's not happy. He's just driving straight back to the pits. Thank you, JV, Terje, Sean, Chemist, Andy, Vaughan, Grilled, Mr. Bishy, Vushel, Kieran. I think that is definitely the most I could have got out of that car. I mean, I had that little contact with Richard at the start, but that literally probably cost me like 2 or 3 seconds, if that. You know, that wasn't... That didn't cost me too much in the grand scheme of things.
55 on lap 69, racing incident, no further action.
Yeah, considering this is the Stang, I'm pretty stoked with that. It says P12, but that's P11.
Stop in the middle of the track.
Oh, that's P11 because one of the cars ahead had a 10-second penalty.
Sorry, mate, ran out of fuel.
And we definitely finished within 10 seconds of him. Oh, hopefully the rest of the circuits throughout the course of the season suit the Mustang better. There's Misano, Detroit Belle Isle, Manicore, Watkins Glen. What are the other ones? I'm forgetting the other ones right now. Well, I mean, I gained 5 spots overall in the race. Just didn't really make any overtakes, apart from that one on Matt.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
Actually, that was a critical overtake, saying that. Made it stick, and then he never got back past again.
Box in, 270 metres.
Oh, sweaty, sweaty, sweaty. I hope you enjoyed that as well. If you did, you know what to do.
5,
Well done.
4,
Smash a like in the video bar.
1. Box now.
Yeah, congratulations, Dean, Owen, and Tommy. Well done, guys. Great racing tonight from everybody. Thank you very much indeed. We'll see you all at the next one. Cheers for that, mate.
Oh, and stretch those knees. Wow. I've missed doing these kind of races. I really have. And stretch the toes as well. Oh my god.
Congratulations.
Cheers, everyone. Stressful first race.
Let's get that replay saved.
Yeah, under the safety car, we actually had a car that completely...
Oh, that's going to screw up comms for a bit. Alright, JB, great to see you again, mate. Hope you're keeping well.
Apologies about that, guys. We also had the safety car blink in pit lane and get collected there as well. So, yeah, we dealt with it as best we possibly could. Thank you.
So close to the top 10, Michael. P11 overall.
Bad luck that I used my fast repair already.
Vushel, yes. E stands for Elite, C stands for Challenger. And it's exactly as you said, it's Pro and Am split. So out of 49, was it 49? We'll get official confirmation of the results in a minute when we leave the server. We have 49 cars on track. We finished in 12th, but that will turn into P11 with a post-race penalty for whoever it was, P9, who finished less than 10 seconds ahead of me. Oh, Michael Klimple, indeed, mate. So close. I'm not sure if we can leave the server yet. Oh, everyone else has left, so we'll do that. We'll load up the replay. Is there anything you guys want to have a look at? Should we have a look at that battle with Richard again? Yeah, let's have a look at that battle with Richard again, shall we? We've already got that replay saved. 5 gigabyte replay, that's a good one. Yeah, it's a huge field, Vushel. 60 cars available, 59 are registered, 49 turned up. Results ready, it started at 7. Okay, let's have a look at these results then. Here we go. Confirmation of the official results. Congratulations to Dean McKay for the win. Owen Coleman on second, Tommy Wallace in third, Eli Donaldson, Stu Shaw, Alan Dawson, Adam Jepson, Steph Lawrence, Rain Campbell, and Daniel McGree for the top 10. There we go. My best lap was a 140.6. Matthew's best lap was 140.4. Average lap time was less than 100th of a second quicker. As you can see there, I had 10 incident points. Matthew had 19. Jacob, 74. I think people... the restart. Yeah, let's have a look at the restart. That's right. I just ran completely wide on that one. There is no incident limit in this series, so you can rack up as many off-tracks as you want, and you don't get any drive-through penalties. Now, obviously, you can run wide and gain time in some places, but most of the off-tracks here, you run wide and you actually lose time because you're skateboarding over the curbs or you're doing something like that. You also run the risk of a slowdown. If you get an off-track and you get a slowdown, you're pretty much... You're losing more than whatever it says you have to give up. So I suspect, because that's not going to be from contact, because if you had 74 instant points to basically in contact, your car would be a meatball. It wouldn't have a meatball flag, it would actually be the shape of a meatball. So there is that. Let me end that poll. 49% of you said top 10, 47% of you said 47, and then only 1% said lower than P26, and then I thank you for your confidence on that one. So that is a solid result. It's a lot of incidents. Yeah, some people were definitely gaming the system though. Let's have a look at Richard. He was on 48, so he was definitely getting some off tracks for that as well. Although we did have a few incidents, unfortunately. Richard, sorry to hear you have some struggles in that race, and sorry to see you facing the wrong way in the start of the second sector. I mean, that was a shame. You deserved a better result than that, than getting punted round. Sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. Ricky Provenzali in 24th as well. So, yeah, that sucks. That sucks for you, Richard, mate. I'll have to check your replay as well. But yeah, I think people are gaming the incident point system here. Because ahead of me, well, actually saying that, Alan Dawson finished in 6th place and he only got 4 instant points the whole race. So I would say he's definitely not gaming the system, and he still has the pace. He can do a best lap that's 6/10 faster than me. So, yeah, you were in a 8th position, mate. You're in the top 10, I saw that. I was keeping an eye on you. Because several times throughout the course of the race, Richard, I said that, you know, I'm not going to give you the pleasure of finishing ahead of me after you overtook me. So, yeah. It's within the rules. I saw it in the PDF. It's well within the rules to, you know, because there's no incident limit. But I just didn't feel comfortable intentionally running off track and seeing what was going on. That, you know, I didn't want to risk a slowdown because I wasn't that familiar with the track. But that's what happened. Started in 17th, finished in 12th. There was a 10-second penalty for one of these cars that was less than seconds ahead, so it will be a P11 by the end of it. So let's quit that and let's actually have a look at the replay. I do agree, Andy, that there should be an incident limit, but it's not my place to tell these people how to run their league. Because it's like, it just, what's the incentive of staying in the track, I suppose, then, you know? Yeah, you can't pass on this circuit indeed, Richard. Yeah, I mean, whatever the rules are, that's what they are. People are going to take it to the full advantage. I really should have been doing that as well. But yeah, like I said, I just didn't feel comfortable. But we're going to have a look at the replay now, and we're going to have a look at some key moments in that race. One of them, the battle with Richard when he got past me, which I think was a superb move, Richard, to hold it around the outside. I was clapping. I wasn't actually clapping because I had to keep my hands on the wheel, but if I had my hands off the wheel, I would be clapping for you, mate, because the way you stuck it around the outside and then you didn't unfairly squeeze me. You squeezed me into the first 2 corners, and I just, you know, the Mustang, it just doesn't slow down. It doesn't turn. Mate, it's not going to make the corner. And I think there was a slight bit of contact, which then just, yeah, there was a 0x. It was minimal contact, you know, panel to panel, but it was enough to make me just overshoot the corner completely, and that's on me. I should have held it tighter. I didn't. I was on the dirty stuff. Mustang's gonna Mustang, and fair and square, you got the place, mate. I'm going to have a look at the move that I made on Matt as well, because that was also into, was that turn 1 as well? I think it was turn 1. And then Matt was behind me, flashing his lights every lap. I mean, it doesn't really make much of a difference in VR. It doesn't light up the VR headset. It's not too bad. But nah, it was some sketchy stuff. And that restart as well when Rainan, was it? Rain just sailed by at turn 1. Like, I didn't know it was going to go green. I didn't hear green on the comms, so it was like, maybe I missed it, maybe it wasn't said. I know that they said the safety car dropped out, but I thought that meant it had been disconnected, not like dropped out back to the pits again. It was going to be going green, so I didn't do any brake dragging. I didn't do any kind of prep for the start. It was like, oh, we're going. Okay, let's go. But no, thoroughly enjoyable, stressful, and standard of racing was really good as well. I enjoyed, on the whole, everyone was super respectful. So let's see, when were we battling with you, Richard, in the race? It was early on, wasn't it? It was like lap 11 or 10 or something like that.
2 litres remaining. Woods has just retired.
Let's get it into far chase because we don't need that much volume. I'm going to kill the spotter as well. Okay, here we go. So is Richard still behind here? Yeah, no, that's not Richard. Richard's already got me by this point, so this is lap 9. Is it lap 6? There we go. So Richard's in behind now. Well, not this lap. Yeah, everyone was super respectful. It got a bit heated towards the end. But yeah, I just... struggling to... Oh, here we go. Right, let's watch this then. This is epic from Richard. Let's see how we did this. So I missed... Yeah, okay. Big wiggle. the classic DDF big wiggle here. Yep, that's it. That gives Richard the run. He moves to the left. Well, actually, no, he doesn't move to the left. I was well within my right to keep it pinned on the racing line, but I decided to defend thin air. I could have quite easily moved across and defended that on the entry instead of just giving him the space on the outside, which gives him the chance to do this. And again, I probably could have run him out a bit more, but Richard gets a great drive on the outside here and then just powers it down to turn 1. Let's skip along a bit here. And again, I'm kind of getting a run back here. I keep it nice and tight on the inside. Probably too tight. I've compromised myself too much. Ah, oh, hit the curb. That's what I did. And then Vinny goes by. And then Matt goes by. And then someone else goes by. I can't remember who that is. They try to go by. And then, yeah, that's it really. So then I was basically fighting with Matt for the rest of the race. So that was that. That's what covered on that one. Now, the restart. Let's have a look at the restart. So, again, we're heading towards here. I just do not have the brakes warmed up at all. And it just doesn't rotate. So, rain gets me there. And then Matt is now going to harass me for the remainder of the race. What's that on the back of my car? What are you on about, Vushel? You know I wouldn't do something like that there. That's the back of my car there. Oh, AMS2 AI certainly could. iRacing AI is superb, by the way. I did a practice race. Oh, actually, I want to show you something very quick. I want to show you something very quick here. Where are we? Don't know if you can see that there. Where are we? Static. I don't know if you recognise any of the names on the top of that car. But, oh, it's cut the... Why has it done that? It's cut some of the names off. That's not meant to happen. I'm going to have to fix that. That's meant to be blue with names on. All the channel members and people who donated and made it happen at Thermalito, everybody who's ever contributed to the channel, members, not subscribers, members, donators, Thermalito backers, people who chipped together to get me my wedding present a few years ago, that's a big thank you. Every time I race, you're all there with me on the car. So as much as I like to say this is the DDF Racer YouTube channel, it's not possible without all of you. So that is that. There you go. There's everybody. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's everybody who makes this possible. Anyway, let's watch again, because we had a move with Matt. Where's our move with Matt? So it's not this lap. It's not this lap. We're getting closer here. We pulled a move on Matt just before the safety car. Okay, it must have been the previous one because we're nowhere near him here. Alright, here we go. Was it this one? Oh, no, because Matt came in the pits. Right, okay, here we go. Matt jumped us coming out the pits, that's right. Here he is, that's some lap traffic, and then Matt's going to sail around the outside here. There's no way, I just don't have the speed to fight that one off. Cold tyres as well. So then we had an epic battle here.
Inside then, at the end.
Okay, here we go. So how did this happen then? Started here at the final corner. He is a bit defensive. I get the switcheroo. Get a nice drive out of the corner. He gets a tiny bit of wheel spin. And the overspeed in the Mustang here, which is one of the few things it is good at. Here we go. Keep it nice and tight on the insides. He's very respectful. Very respectful. He tries to get the over-under on me, but I just block it on the apex. Not intentionally, but that's literally as much as the Mustang will steer. Maybe some minor damage on the back of the car then, but as far as my race went, that's kind of pretty much it, to be honest with you. There was a few shenanigans later on, once rain got me here. There was like some battles for position. Where was it? So I think someone made a little wobbly up ahead and then we pulled off to the corner. Right, try to go around the outside. I don't like when iRacing does that. Garbled nonsense. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when it was. Should we have a look at Richard's mistakes? It's not Richard's mistakes, Richard's accidents, and see what happens. Yeah, let's have a look at Richard, because we could be chasing that for a while actually. Richard Mayer, there he is, in the bright pink suit speed. How good is that? Let's reset that. We don't want to be upside down. How good does that look? I mean, say what you want to say. That is a stunning car. I love that. So simple, so elegant, but it just does the job. Nice car, Richard. So let's have a look and see what happened to him with the punts. Because I was really keeping an eye on Richard for that race, to be honest with you. I was hoping we could catch him, and we didn't. Definitely had the pace on us. There was no way we were going to get it on pure merit, but yeah, there is that. So I think it was this corner. Yeah, I knew you'd like that, Vush. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's just... Oh, no, and a second impact from the other teammate as well.
55, lap 62. Copy, car.
Ooh, that was almost... Oh, I thought you were going to spin turn it then, Richard. Just a bit clenched, to say the least. So yeah, that's just an overspeed from the car behind, being a bit impatient, unfortunately. I could see why that was a penalty. And then a few laps later, there was another incident as well. I think somebody stopped in the middle of the track with no fuel. Oh, yep. They've gone wide. Richard's trying to get the inside. Oh, and
Control car 32, permission to tow.
They're trying to get the cut back and just pit maneuver Richard again. Unlucky, mate.
32, permission to tow granted.
Unlucky. And what happened to Vinny as well? Because Vinny had a punt at the start as well. Very quickly, we'll check this and then we'll wrap up the stream. Unless there's anything anyone else wants to look at. Has Vinny already left by this point? No, there he is. So what happened to Vinny at the start? Here we go. Because I saw him getting punted off up ahead of us. What's happened here? Oh, here we go. Right, it needs to reset. And let's see what happened to Vinny, and then we'll wrap it up. I'm not going to watch the Formula 1, Mark. I'm going to save that for tomorrow after work, because it's the Monday night ritual with Mrs. DDF. So, oh, Richard had a slow down. Okay. And it was this corner here. Oh, he's already... Oh, that's unfortunate. So, Vinny is already out of control. And... Is that the same car? Is that the same car that punted Richard before? Just a bit of impatience. I'm not going to name and shame. I'm not going to put them on the stream and show you who they are. But that's, yeah. It's the same team, that's for sure. Bugger. Unlucky. Alright, well, time to wrap it up, I think. I've been here for long enough. Let's put some music on and let's, yeah. Do the shills and all that kind of stuff. What a race. Thoroughly enjoyable. Really stressful. Really long as well. It felt like a long race. Every lap was like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? You know, if we made it. It's just... But we did make it in the end. P11 after that penalty, 10-second penalty for the car ahead gets applied. Not bad. Better than I was expecting. I was expecting to be mired in the mid-pack, like in the 20s or something. So to qualify 17th, run kind of like 16th, 15th for the majority of it, and then to get 12th, 11th by the end of it. Yeah, I'm stoked with that. Lots of pace to find. Clearly this wasn't a Mustang circuit. Hopefully some of the circuits in the rest of the season are familiar for the Mustang and serve it a lot better, because yeah, that wasn't the best suited combo, but it is what it is. It'll all balance out over the course of the season. No doubt there'll be one where it's superb. You know, it suits it down to the ground, and maybe I can scrape a top 10. I do feel like that is going to be the target for this season, if I can get into the top 10. Maybe some cars are not going to participate as the season moves on. I mean, 49 cars is huge, but to maintain that over 5 months for a 7-race season is going to be pretty big. We'll see how we go, but yeah, thoroughly enjoyable. Great first impression of these guys. Hopefully they had a good first impression of me as well, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. Not too late to leave a like, say hi in chat and subscribe, and yeah, what's coming up very shortly? Well, Bulk Brogan will be back in Automobilist 2 for the 4th round of the Formula 1 season at Jerez. Maybe on Wednesday or Thursday this week? I don't know. Because at the weekend, I haven't got it on here. Oh no, I have got it on here. 10,000 subscriber community event is incoming on the channel. We're going to be doing 2 races on Saturday. Well, if you're in Australia or New Zealand, one on Saturday night, one on Sunday morning. Volvo 240T at Macau in Race Room. I'm really looking forward to being able to share the track with all you guys in Race Room again. Nice fun race. 2 races, 12 hours apart. One's at 8 AM UTC, the next is 8 PM UTC. Each race is an hour 23 minutes. Why? Because 1 hour 23 is roughly 5,000 seconds. 2 races means 10,000 seconds and 10,000 subscribers. There's a method to the madness. There's always one, Mr. Bishy. Thank you, hi in chat. No, not Macau. We already did Macau. Next round of the season for this is going to be at Misano in 2 weeks' time. So keep an eye out for that. Same schedule, same everything, same format. So come back in 2 weeks. Middle of the Formula 1 summer break, so no spoilers to worry about. And yeah, we'll do it all again at Misano, a circuit that I'm again not from. I don't think I've ever done a race there. It's in ACC, it's in iRacing, but I've never driven it in both. Not seriously anyway, so yeah, that'll be interesting. A brand new track to learn and only 2 weeks to do it. Can we find some pace to get into the top 10? We'll see. But what I do know is that hopefully I'll catch you there. Time for an ice cream. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll see you all again soon. Love your work. Bye bye. I'm happy to report the new CPU went very well also. No stutters, no freezes. The rig is back to being market relevant again. Well, for the next few months at least, anyway, until something else comes out. But yeah, CPU was a win. All right, ice cream. Let's go. See ya. Also, Vushel, should I play the song? Do you want me to play the song? I think I should play the song, shouldn't I?